New product development. In business and engineering, new product development, NPD, covers the complete process of bringing a new product to market. A central aspect of NPD is product design, along with various business considerations. New product development is described broadly as the transformation of a market opportunity into a product available for sale. The product can be tangible, something physical which one can touch, or intangible, like a service, experience, or belief, though sometimes services and other processes are distinguished from products. NPD requires an understanding of customer needs and wants, the competitive environment, and the nature of the market. Cost, time and quality are the main variables that drive customer needs. Aiming at these three variables, innovative companies develop continuous practices and strategies to better satisfy customer requirements and to increase their own market share by a regular development of new products. There are many uncertainties and challenges which companies must face throughout the process. The use of best practices and the elimination of barriers to communication are the main concerns for the management of the NPD. Process structure. The product development process typically consists of several activities that firms employ in the complex process of delivering new products to the market. A process management approach is used to provide a structure. Product development often overlaps much with the engineering design process, particularly if the new product being developed involves application of math and/or science. Every new product will pass through a series of stages/phases, including ideation among other aspects of design, as well as manufacturing and market introduction. In highly complex engineered products, for example aircraft, automotive, machinery, the NPD process can be likewise complex regarding management of personnel, milestones and deliverables. Such projects typically use an integrated product team approach. The process for managing large-scale complex engineering products is much slower, often 10+ years, than that deployed for many types of consumer goods. The product development process is articulated and broken down in many different ways, many of which often include the following phases/stages. The front-end marketing phases have been very well researched, with valuable models proposed. Peter Koen et al. Provides a 5-step front-end activity called front-end innovation, opportunity identification, opportunity analysis, idea genesis, idea selection, and idea and technology development. He also includes an engine in the middle of the 5 front-end stages and the possible outside barriers that can influence the process outcome. The engine represents the management driving the activities described. The front end of the innovation is the greatest area of weakness in the NPD process. This is mainly because the FFE is often chaotic, unpredictable and unstructured. Engineering design is the process whereby a technical solution is developed iteratively to solve a given problem. The design stage is very important because at this stage most of the product life cycle costs are engaged. Previous research shows that 70 to 80% of the final product quality and 70% of the product entire life cycle cost are determined in the product design phase. Therefore the design manufacturing interface represent the greatest opportunity for cost reduction. Design projects last from a few weeks to 3 years with an average of 1 year. Design and commercialization phases usually start a very early collaboration. When the concept design is finished, it will be sent to manufacturing plant for prototyping, developing a concurrent engineering approach by implementing practices such as QFD, DFM/DFA and more. The output of the design, engineering, is a set of product and process specifications, mostly in the form of drawings, and the output of manufacturing is the product ready for sale. Basically, the design team will develop drawings with technical specifications representing the future product, and will send it to the manufacturing plant to be executed. Solving product/process fit problems is of high priority in information communication design because 90% of the development effort must be scrapped if any changes are made after the release to manufacturing. NPD process. Models. Conceptual models have been designed in order to facilitate a smooth process. Marketing considerations. There have been a number of approaches proposed for analyzing and responding to the marketing challenges of new product development. Two of these are the 8 stages process of Peter Koen of the Stevens Institute of Technology, and a process known as the fuzzy front end. Fuzzy front end. The fuzzy front end, FFE, is the messy getting started period of new product engineering development processes. It is also referred to as the front end of innovation, or idea management. It is in the front end where the organization formulates a concept of the product to be developed and decides whether or not to invest resources in the further development of an idea. It is the phase between first consideration of an opportunity and when it is judged ready to enter the structured development process. Kim and Willimon, 2007, Koen et al., 2001. It includes all activities from the search for new opportunities through the formation of a germ of an idea to the development of a precise concept. The fuzzy front-end phase ends when an organization approves and begins formal development of the concept. Although the fuzzy front-end may not be an expensive part of product development, it can consume 50% of development time. See Chapter 3 of the Smith and Reinhartson reference below, and it is where major commitments are typically made involving time, money, and the product's nature, thus setting the course for the entire project and final end product. Consequently, this phase should be considered as an essential part of development rather than something that happens before development, and its cycle time should be included in the total development cycle time. Koen et al., 2001, distinguish 5 different front-end elements, not necessarily in a particular order. A universally acceptable definition for fuzzy front-end or a dominant framework has not been developed so far. In a glossary of PDMA, it is mentioned that the fuzzy front-end generally consists of 3 tasks: strategic planning, idea generation, and pre-technical evaluation. These activities are often chaotic, unpredictable, and unstructured. In comparison, the subsequent new product development process is typically structured, predictable, and formal. The term fuzzy front-end was first popularized by Smith and Reinhartson, 1991. R.G. Cooper, 1988, it describes the early stages of NPPD as a 4-step process in which ideas are generated, I, subjected to a preliminary technical and market assessment, 2, and merged to coherent product concepts, 3, which are finally judged for their fit with existing product strategies and portfolios, 4. Other conceptualizations. Other authors have divided pre-development product development activities differently. The Phase 0 of the Stage Gate model of new product development. The Stage Gate model of NPD pre-development activities are summarized in Phase 0 and 1, in respect to earlier definition of pre-development activities. These activities yield essential information to make a go/no-go to development decision. These decisions represent the gates in the Stage Gate model. Early phase of the innovation process. A conceptual model of front-end process was proposed which includes early phases of the innovation process. This model is structured in 3 phases and 3 gates. The gates are: the final gate leads to a dedicated new product development project. Many professionals and academics consider that the general features of fuzzy front-end, fuzziness, ambiguity, and uncertainty, make it difficult to see the FFE as a structured process, but rather as a set of interdependent activities, for example Kim and Willimon, 2002. However, Huzig et al., 2005 argue that front-end not need to be fuzzy, but can be handled in a structured manner. In fact, Carboni showed that when using the front-end success factors in an integrated process, product success is increased. Peter Koen argues that in the FFE for incremental, platform and radical projects, 3 separate strategies and processes are typically involved. The traditional stage gate, TM, process was designed for incremental product development, namely for a single product. The FFE for developing a new platform must start out with a strategic vision of where the company wants to develop products, and this will lead to a family of products. Projects for breakthrough products start out with a similar strategic vision, but are associated with technologies which require new discoveries. Activity view on fuzzy front end. Pre-development is the initial stage in NPD and consists of numerous activities, such as economical analysis, benchmarking of competitive products, and modeling and prototyping are also important activities during the front-end activities. The outcomes of FFE are the incremental, platform and breakthrough products include strategies, management. Companies must take a holistic approach to managing this process and must continue to innovate and develop new products if they want to grow and prosper. Related fields.